Joining us now is Keith Barron. He's the chairman and CEO of Aurania Resources. Thanks for being with us, Keith.
Thank you.
Now, for those who don't know, and we know that investors love to know that people running companies have a past history, and you and your team discovered a very famous discovery, the Fruta del Norte mine in Ecuador, which has quite a history, and then eventually was sold to Kinross for a lot of money.
That's right. Yeah. So, made the discovery back in 2006, and we're essentially doing the same sort of exploration again, only 100 kilometers north. So we've got a massive land position. It's actually twice the size of what I had back in the Aurelian days, back in the 2000s. We've got 208,000 hectares. And the original premise, though, to do this exploration was actually, it's called the Lost Cities Project. And it's called that because we're tracking down 2 lost gold mining centers of the Spanish conquistadors.
Wow.
Believe it or not, we found well over 500 documents in the archive of the Indies and Seville in Spain, in the Vatican, in all the different archives in Ecuador. I've been tracking this thing, and that was the original premise to acquire the land. Nobody had been doing any exploration since 1605, if you can believe that.
Wow.
So it was kind of a blank slate. We walked in there, started doing conventional exploration. Now we have 20 epithermal gold-silver targets. We have over a dozen porphyry copper type targets. We have lead zinc silver mantos, replacement of limestone target, and an incredible thing, for the very first time ever in the history of the country, we found copper and silver in sediments, and it extends for 23 kilometers. That's massive.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We've got our hands full.
Yeah. So what's the most exciting? What's the most advanced? What can we expect in 2020 from your company?
Well, we're drilling on the gold story right now, and we'll continue that all through 2020. But later on in the year, we want to start drilling on the copper story as well. So we're going to be drilling some of our porphyry targets. We're going to be drilling some of the copper and sedimentary rock targets as well.
Mm-hmm. And how would you define the interest from the market in Urania?
Well, it's been very, very strong. We just had exercise of warrants. We had more than 90% of the warrants exercised, which is fantastic results. We've got more than $5 million in the bank right now as a result of that, and so it's all systems go. Yeah. So we're drilling, we're getting it done, and we should have some spectacular results later on this year. I might add as well, I own more than 50% of the company.
50.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I am very much aligned with the shareholders. I don't draw a salary. Like everybody else in the room, I don't. So I'm completely committed. If I don't succeed, the company doesn't succeed, and vice versa. So I'm aligned with the shareholders.
You've got a fascinating, successful history, a fascinating story, the way you tell it. And I'd like to know more. I'm going to look more into it. And good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Great stuff. Keith Barron, the CEO and chairman of Aurania Resources.